What's up, you guys? So I just wanted to make a video real quick updating you guys on my current nutrition, supplements, and my training routine. So for about all of 2019, I basically followed a ketogenic / carnivore diet where I ate mostly meat and fat. And I did try a couple of experiments for like a week or so, like 3 times during that year, where I tried to add carbs back just to see if I noticed any benefit. And I tried rice, I tried fruit and rice, and I tried dextrose powder. I tried a variety of different things. And every single time I noticed, I actually felt significantly worse. And it didn't really seem to benefit my training at all or anything like that. Now, what I did notice is eating about 3 pounds of meat actually increased my performance and how I felt drastically. And lowering the fat content and eating only the natural fat found in the meat also made me feel great. And also keeping sodium low actually seemed to make me feel pretty good as long as I get the fat low as well. Now, around December, after my 1 year of keto anniversary, I started adding berries back in my diet because that was the one thing I actually didn't notice any negative effects from and only benefit. And typically on a ketogenic diet, especially when you're as hardcore of an athlete as I am, you can add back anywhere from 50 to 100 grams worth of net carbs per day and actually maintain a relatively moderate level of ketones in the blood, anywhere from 0.5 to 1.5 millimolar. And so, especially if you time them right. And that's something that Rob Wolf talks a lot about, and I actually talked to him personally, and he said the same thing. Not to mention you shouldn't be chasing ketones either way. You should be chasing well-being and results and performance and how you feel. Anyway, what I'm doing right now, I've been doing this for about 2, maybe 3 weeks, is I've been eating about 3 pounds worth of ground beef, boiled, and then I pour it on top of about 1 pound worth of frozen fruit. So I use frozen blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, sometimes bananas and other things that I might find. And so this is a relatively low glycemic load carbohydrate source. It's very high in nutrient density and obviously very low in anti-nutrient content. And we know as far as anti-nutrients and things like that, and just ancestral eating, that fruits have been a part of the, or specifically berries have been a part of the human diet for, hundreds of thousands of years. Now, honestly, the amount of carbohydrates that our ancestors might have eaten is debatable, and also it doesn't really even matter because the type of exercise that I do these days is completely insane compared to what hunter-gatherers probably did on a regular basis. I don't think that they were power snatching their body weight for reps over their head on a regular basis or doing hardcore heavy bag rounds and training for fights and things. Anyway, long story short is I actually haven't gained any weight. I haven't, this... Okay, so I was about 185, 183 the entire time I was keto. And now eating 3 pounds of fruit and 3 pounds of full fat, 80% or 85% lean ground beef, drinking the fatty broth along with the frozen fruit. And I'm still 183 pounds relatively consistently. It's only that I've gotten stronger and I feel better. Now, the thing is, I've also added a couple of supplements to my routine, which I believe have increased my appetite. And I think adding fruit back into my diet also increased my appetite because eating low carb tends to lower leptin levels or lowers your appetite. And so it could just be adding the carbs back, but it might also be the supplements. So I did add about 2 grams of vitamin C, just plain ascorbic acid crystals from Now Foods, 2 grams of vitamin C, anywhere from 1 to 2, sometimes 3 times per day. And I just chunk it raw and then chase it down with some water. And I notice every time I add vitamin C to my diet, I feel more mentally stable, my mood is better, I feel calmer, I sleep better, and I think my appetite increases drastically. And so my increase in appetite might have been from the vitamin C. My strength gains and feeling better could be from the vitamin C as well. I mean, it is a precursor to dopamine, norepinephrine, and just a variety of different, like collagen, other metabolic processes in the body. Not to mention my dental health should improve from that as well. The other thing that I added is Reishi Mushroom, and I added that about a month ago, 4 weeks ago. It's Reishi, the fruiting body 4-to-1 extract. I take about 1/4 of a teaspoon a day in the morning. And I believe that also definitely increased my well-being. That's what Reishi is meant for. My sleep and my calmness. And maybe it increased my appetite too, I don't really know. Now, in the first 2 weeks I was taking Reishi, I was doing 1 meal a day and, intermittent fasting at least 18 hours. And while I felt even better with the intermittent fasting, I just also felt like it was doing more harm than good as far as maintaining muscle strength and health. And I think chronically keeping your carbs or keeping your protein and keeping your calories too low for too long is going to lead to health consequences in the long term, especially in regards to metabolism downregulating. So I started eating the 3 pounds, like 1 pound of meat every couple hours with 1 pound of fruit every couple hours now. And so 3 pounds of meat, 3 pounds of fruit a day. I feel a lot better. Along with the Reishi in the morning. And so now I basically do intermittent fasting for about 15 to 16 hours a day, which isn't really anything impressive. And so I basically wake up after about, I'm about 12 hours fasted, and I work out. As soon as I wake up, I do my training. And I'm doing a upper body, lower body split. So I'm training 4 days a week, upper body, lower body twice a week, okay? And I train fasted, and the only thing I really take in the morning is I take anywhere from anywhere from 160 milligrams to about 320 milligrams of caffeine, depending on the training day. And I mix that with my 1/4 of a teaspoon of Reishi. And I also have been taking 1/4 of a teaspoon of cordyceps and about 1/4 of a teaspoon of ginger in there as well. And so I'm training fasted just with caffeine and the Reishi mushroom and ginger. And I train hard. I train anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. I do obviously Olympic lifts, squats, deadlifts. I do interval training on the bag. Try to get my MMA conditioning in on the same days as my leg day or my upper body day, and sometimes on the rest days in between. And so then I break my fast around, the 15th or 16th hour, and I just try to get in 2 pounds of meat before my first long-term security job where I work about 4 hours straight. Then I come home at like 11 at night, and I eat my last meal. The other supplement that I've been using is MRM's liquid mineral supplement. It has vitamin K2, vitamin D, magnesium, it has the right calcium, it has the right forms of these vitamins and minerals, and it also has good amounts. And it's also super cheap. It's $7 for 30 servings, and it has about, I'd say, 50% of your daily value of all of these nutrients, which is actually good. I don't think you should be supplementing too much minerals. You should be getting most of it from your food. So overall, I feel great doing this. For whatever reason, I'm also not really supplementing salt since I add in the fruit. I'm making strength gains now pretty rapidly, sleeping great, and just feeling amazing. And chances are, it's a variety of factors. It's probably the supplements and the eating enough calories combined. Carbs probably help, and yeah. So anyway, I'll be making further videos in the future. Let me know what you all think down in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all next time.